Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just real quickly wanted to get on here and show you some of the embellishments that I've been making over the last couple of hours today, off and on. I have never made these rosettes before. I also have dabbled in these thingamajigs. So these are enamel dots. These are pony beads melted down. Oop, just lost that one. There are pony beads melted down. And I had bought a multicolored pack of pony beads. And you know what? They turned out quite nice, I have to say. All you have to do is preheat your oven to 400 degrees. And then you just look at all these. Sorry, I'm getting off track. You preheat your oven to 400 degrees, and then you take an old cookie sheet. I suggest doing it on an old cookie sheet. I also suggest it being a warm enough day outside that you can open up your windows, because these suckers do let off a little bit of a smell to them, because you are, after all, melting plastic. And I put mine in for 5 minutes. I set my timer. I go back and check them, because that's one thing you don't want to do is burn plastic. So I set my timer after 5 minutes, and in my oven, now I live in Missouri, so our oven temperatures are not the same as other places. My oven itself is cooks hotter in the back side than it does the front side, so I literally go in 5 minutes. The back side of my oven, these things are completely melted and ready to come out. So what I do is I flip my cookie sheet around and put it back in there for another like 2 minutes probably, and they're good to go. You also need to make sure you leave enough space in between the enamel or the pony beads so that they don't get stuck together. I had a couple that were melted together, and so that's something you don't want to do. So that's all these little pieces. I made enamel dots, and they turned out quite nicely, with the exception of, so since that worked so well, I thought that I would try out the pearlized pony beads. And this, I don't know if you can see this real well, but this is how they turned out. They are textured on the top. At first I was thinking that they kind of turned out, you know, all yucky and stuff. You guys really probably can't see it too well on camera, but it actually kind of made them gold. Like, it looks crackled on top, and it looks, there's a goldness to them. Now that must be like the pearlization inside the bead itself. But they are definitely, I don't know if you can tell, they're definitely not smooth like this one. They are definitely like textured on top. And I was thinking that I would just throw all of these away, but then I thought maybe if I had something that was like antique-y looking or old-timey looking, that these would look perfect, because they almost look like a rose gold in color over the top of that. So that was the first one. If you guys would like for me to do a step-by-step video on how they look going into the oven after 5 minutes, if you guys want me to do a step-by-step video, please just let me know, because I definitely have enough stuff that I can do it again. And this time, I never done these before, so this was basically just my trying out phase. And I tend to not like to put my very first time doing something on video, because I tend to sometimes mess things up, and then they turned out nice. I really liked how they turned out. But anyway, if you guys want me to do a step-by-step process video, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to do that for you. So that was one thing I done today. The next thing I done was I created all of these. Sorry, I didn't mean to get my face all in the camera. I was reaching behind it. All these little foam pieced, what are these? Paper clips. And I did several different ones. I did this one. I did a bunch of those. And then I did a couple of the Santa Clauses, but I like to do them on the front and the back. And the Santa Clauses just didn't line up correctly, so I ended up not really liking how he turned out. So I only did 2 of him, because it bugs me when things aren't in a line. And I only did 2 of the Christmas trees, because they also didn't line up as well as what I've liked them to. So all these are those foam stickers. And I just peel off and stick them together, and then I just adhere the bottom with hot glue. And that's all there is to that. And I did some of these cute little guys. And I did some on short paper clips and then some on long paper clips. I did this snowman dude. La la la. And then I did these 2 handsome things. Now these are felt, and they're huge. They're way bigger than these other ones, if you can tell the size. I found these felt gingerbread men at where did I find the Dollar General, and there's like 10 of them in a pack, and I have used them already on certain projects. So these were the only 2 sets that I had left, because I did 1 on each side. The same thing. They're stickers, you know, and so you just put them together, and then I slide that paper clip in there and hot glue in the center. But they're cute, and this one didn't line up. As you can see, the bow, obviously, when you put them back to back, are not completely aligned, but I still think she's cute. But this guy is my favorite. Don't eat me. Okay. The next thing I did were... Oh, there's another one of those guys. Next thing I did was a whole bunch of these paper clips. Now, I know people either put E6000 glue on the back of these to adhere them so they stay. The reason why I don't is because I do not want, if there's somebody that doesn't use these in like a planner and they go out like in a pocket letter or a flip book or loaded envelope or something like that, I don't want them to feel like, oh, I have this paper clip now with this pretty ribbon and it's awful cute, but I'll never use it. So what I do is I don't adhere it, I just leave it the way that it is. So that way, if they want to take this piece of ribbon off and use it like on a tassel, you know, to change it into something that they can use, like a tassel or a little border or a little snippet of something somewhere, they can. That's the reason why I don't adhere them. And that's the reason if you get a pocket letter from me and this thing is loose and you go to pull on it, my feelings will not be hurt if it comes apart while you're taking apart your pocket letter or whatever. I do it intentionally because I know not everybody out there is a planner like me, and that I want them to be able to reuse this for however which way that they want to. So I did this one. I did a whole bunch of each of these, but I did that. Caught. And then I did this one with the Let It Snow and the little. I have to say this is my favorite. I don't know what it is about circles, but I like it whenever it's like this. You know what I mean? So there's those, and then I did this one with the candy kings on it, and then I did a couple of these guys with the red, silver, and green, and then I did just this plain guy. I just love this ribbon. This is like my favorite Christmas ribbon this year, and I got this one at Walmart for $1. So if you're interested, that's where I got it. Go and pick you up some. In the craft section, I don't know about your Walmart, but my Walmart, it was right under the tool that is $1.97 a roll. That's where I found it. And then I did this one with the candy kings, Christmas trees, and the stars, of course. I absolutely love this ribbon as well because of that star. And with silver along with that one. And then this one is got Made with Love on it, and a candy king, and red, Made with Love and snowflakes, and then the silver on it. So there's are those paper clips. Okay, now I will show you real quickly some of the rosettes that I've been working on. I have never made rosettes before, so I hope nobody laughs at my work here on my first time making these guys. But I'll just show you real quickly the ones that I have done. This one has a little bit of reindeer in them. I don't know if you guys can see that real well. And I just added the stick to the back and some tulle and some ribbon. I like the littleness of the center of these things. I know some people make these massive, and I did make a fairly large one, which I'll show you here in a second. But I plan on doing some loaded envelopes this for Christmas time, and I've never done a loaded envelope before, but I think that these would look pretty nice in the loaded envelopes. And here's one, and this little enamel dot here I made just with hot glue and fingernail polish. That particular one, I made a whole bunch of those up too a few weeks ago, so I don't have that videoed, but I did make some of those a couple weeks ago. If you're interested in learning how to do those, I can do a DIY video on that as well. And then this one, now this is some trim that's around here, some lacy trim. I like it okay, and this is a cupcake toothpick thing that I found with the cupcake liners, and all I did was snip the little plastic piece off and attached him to the center. As a matter of fact, these are too. These things also were the picks, and I just repurposed them into being little sticker things there. And then this one, I kind of just made two really small ones, and I just put them on top of each other. Now, I'm not sure if I like this or not. I kind of do, because I like little things, and I like the Santa, and I like this peppermint. So whoever gets this one, I hope that you like this type of thing, because I surely do. And there you go with that one. And then the last one that I did today was this guy. Now this one's fairly huge. I don't know if you can see that. But again, these things are just the, the toothpick things that I just snipped off the bottoms and attached it. I just couldn't see myself throwing them away. I used the cupcake liners that came with it, and I just could not bring myself to like just throw these pieces away. So I felt like I needed to incorporate them in there. And I just added some tulle and some lace to that one too. So there is that one. And I did start working, and the last thing I'll show you real quickly is I did start working on, I'm going to take these things off of here, my first loaded or flip bag thing. Now I'm not sure if anybody will get this one or not, because this is just the very first one that I have just kind of played with, and sometimes when I'm creating things that I've never done before, I tend to play with it. I put it aside because then I just get like what I call craft block. So I got to this process right here with the little snowmans down here, and I think it's adorable, but I just feel like it's missing something. So anyway, this is the beginning of the first bag, flip up bag thing that I have tried. So we will see. We'll see if I end up, I like it fine just the way that it is, but then I like to send things out that are like, wow, I wonder how she did that, and there's really nothing to this one, you know what I mean? So we'll see. I might end up adding something. Maybe my craft block will go away. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, those are kind of some of the things that I've been messing with today, as far as embellishments and things like that. If you guys are interested in having me do a step-by-step process video on any of these things that you've seen here today, just please leave me a comment in the box below. I'll be more than happy to do that for you. Or you can send me an email. I will be posting some pictures of these things on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Google+. You can follow me at all those places there. If you guys are interested in doing a swap with me, go ahead and send me an email or leave me a comment below. I'm more than happy to meet new people and swap with new people. I kind of just like doing that kind of stuff. And it's mostly because I like receiving stuff in the mail. I know that's kind of silly to say for a 37-year-old to like getting things in the mail. But I feel like, you know, somewhere on the other end of the earth, there is somebody who is specifically sitting down to design something for me. I feel like it's a piece of artwork, anything that I get. And they have your best intentions in mind whenever they are creating something for you specifically. So I always appreciate somebody doing something like that for me. So I'm more than happy to share the love and do something like that for somebody else. So if you want to, leave me a comment in the box below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. If you would, share and like this video. It helps my channel grow. And as always, I'll see you next time.